this stream is sponsored by Vegainz. So anyone in LA who wants to have the best alkaline food, make sure you go to Inglewood. And he's also got the Mexican restaurant, Casa Palma. Casa
Palma is fire. I can straight up say that.
We were actually going to have some today, but my boy was in a rush and I'm fasting right now. But as soon as we get back to LA, we're going to pick up, we're going to do a stream, and we're also going to bring the owner of Vegainz back here for another interview. So me and Ethan always fuck with Alan's food and Vegainz. It's always fun.
Always. People be thinking I'm freaking vegan, bro, because I always like post this like food. I'm like, I'm not vegan, of course, but I just, one, I love his food, and then two, that's the homie, bro.
But you also is, as much as it's the homie, the food is amazing. You know. But you also, I see you try and stay more health conscious, right? You're not. I
try to.
You're not someone who goes and eats a lot of fast food constantly, right? Would you say? No.
Not like that. At least not, bro. I don't eat McDonald's and stuff like that, bro. I stay away from that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's peasant food, literally. So, and for people like watching the stream, like you are what you eat a lot of times. Like it's like having a Ferrari, bro. And if you keep fueling up that Ferrari with cheap fuel, it's gonna break down or underperform on you. So it's the same as the body, right? We need to be eating great foods, and Vegainz is not only great nutritious food but tasty as well. So
that's why I've been taking CMOS too.
Yeah, CMOS is amazing.
The Moss plug. I don't know if you've seen it.
I think I've seen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you know what? I think I've seen them. Are they at Vegainz, right?
Yeah.
Bro. Okay. Good, bro. CMOS is amazing. For people who don't know, 92 out of
92 minerals out of 102 minerals
that provided to the body. So
every single time you take a scoop.
And it's a natural Viagra, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you've got a girlfriend, she'll be thanking you, thanking us for telling you about the CMOS. So in general, not just Viagra, because I know a lot of men, they just do things for like what's like an instant gratification. So people like watching this like, oh, whoa, Viagra, I'll go take it. But there's so many benefits that it has outside Viagra, man. It's so good for your body. So yeah, and it gives you tons of energy. So guys, make sure you go get that CMOS.
That energy thing is real.
Yeah.
It's kind of like intaking caffeine. Literally.
Yeah, it's true. No, it does.
Literally natural caffeine.
Natural caffeine,
the caffeine part.
So, bro, one thing I did not realize about you until I went back to your YouTube channel and I was like, what? Ex-Marine. I didn't know you was a Marine.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, you never told me. We never spoke about this.
I think we spoke about it slightly, but that was a while. I don't really bring it up like that.
So what's the experiences like? Because I've got a few friends who are Marines.
Yeah.
And you're not a flat earther.
No.
Because a lot of Marines tend to be... My two friends, they're both Mexican.
Yeah.
And they're both ex-Marines and they're both flat earthers. And the reason they say is because when you learn the... not the catalogue, what's it called? Like the instructional thing for when you become a Marine, they actually teach you that you are on a flat plane. So I don't know if you went through that. But yeah, what was the experiences of being a Marine?
It was an interesting one.
Yeah, taught you a lot of it.
Well, you know, like, because I grew up in a household where my parents would like do a lot for me, so I kind of got babied in a way with certain things.
Okay.
And like one of my ways to not be babied was to go to the Marine Corps and then to experience stuff for myself. Because if it wasn't for that experience, I don't think I would be thinking the way that I am thinking right now currently.
You would have been babied too much?
Yeah, bro. I got babied too much. I got tired of it, bro. I wanted to experience like some sort of independence for once instead of not being independent, bro. And that was one of my ways out, bro.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. And then I experienced that. You know, the experience was cool. It had its good times and its bad times, of course. And then that goes for like anyone. But honestly, I feel like the military should be for like people that don't have like a life path.
Yeah.
Like whether they don't want to go to school or anything like that, and they just want to go towards something that's just straight, and you know they get taken care of in a certain way.
They want to find themselves a little bit, go through, because like,
or if they're homeless, if they got no other alternative, that's like perfect for you. Because you get your own place to sleep in. You have buddies around you all the time, whether it's good or bad, bro.
Yeah. What would you say is the negatives then? Because you said there was negatives as well.
Well, if you're just a normal, typical person, I'd say homesickness.
Okay.
You can't go home as many times as you like.
Yeah.
Right? Hazing. It depends on what unit you're in. Hazing is the actual thing. It still exists. And then just like if you're going through depression and stuff like that while you're in, that place is not gonna help, bro. No? It's just gonna make it worse.
Okay.
I knew like so many Marines that like killed themselves or attempted to.
Yeah.
just because it wasn't it, bro.
Yeah, man.
And especially now with social media too, it's just like it makes it worse.
Yeah.
It's like if you're already depressed and then like you're on social media,
watching everyone else living their life, and yeah,
it's make it 10 times worse, man.
That's why I say always, you should never compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy, right? They say so. Yeah, man. Like, there's people out there who they get more successful as they're older. There's people who are more successful while they're younger.
And they
you just
lose
don't
it as
know
they get
everyone's
older.
life.
Yeah,
maybe someone's financially gifted, but someone might have sicknesses. Maybe the other way around, right? You can't really always judge. But you're saying Marines is not Marines. You're saying it's a good place to like go through hardships as a man, but not to battle back from a dark place. You would say, right?
Yeah, because if you're in a dark place, that place is just not gonna help you. You're just asking yourself to pretty much be out.
Yeah, I'll give you my advice for when people are in a dark place. But what would you say for when people are in a dark place? What would you say is the best thing for a man to do? Let's say
work on yourself.
Yeah.
Like the gym is like one of the first things you should definitely do, especially as a guy. That not only helps you with you reducing your cortisol, but you're just gonna feel better all around. Your body image is gonna improve drastically over time as the years pass by if you consistently working out.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna, if you have problems with like not attracting girls and stuff like that, that's gonna fix it. You're gonna be having more options as a guy. Even if you don't make as much money and you have a 9 to 5 and you make minimum wage, you looking more attractive and you having a body is gonna put you above the majority of guys that don't have that.
100%.
That's like one of the best ways to get out of depression. I feel like, because that's what like helped me. Like, I'd say like most of it was part of that. And then like the second thing too is trying to find a purpose, trying to find something that you enjoy doing or you want to do. And by you chasing that purpose, that's not a 9 to 5 job. It's actually going to keep you happier than you not doing that. Because most people, they just have a career path. And they say they're happy, but internally they're not happy. They always want more. And it's like you can't get more from like working with someone that's like already very well established in a huge company. It's like so much competition. So it's like you're not guaranteed that spot of making a lot of money from that company. Unless you start with that company and then, you know, drastically over time that company improves and gets bigger, you're going to reap the benefits. But if you're not there from the start, you're not going to do much to begin with that company.
Campuzano dropped you many gems there, guys. Many gems. So yeah, I agree with him. I think the gym's the main spot to be. Eating healthy, obviously. A great one.
100%.
Surrounding yourself with winners. Not just people who are nice to you, especially as men. People who are actually going to keep you accountable, tell you you're a loser, tell you you're a sucker, tell you that you're lazy, tell you to do the right things. A lot of time, like, you don't want to surround yourself with feminine men or even females, because females and feminine men, they just like to comfort each other and don't worry and all of that kind of shit. And as men, I don't think that's what makes us better. I think going through hardship, understanding that women expect a certain thing, understand that life expects a certain thing from men. Like, no one's going to really value us unless we bring value to the world, unless we have a purpose, you've got finances, you're in shape, you actually offer value to other people. That's the only way you get up in life, right?
You know, and that's what I'm going to be trying to do these, like, next couple of songs. I'd say. It's like offer some motivational lyrics and stuff like that, because a lot of guys they don't listen to motivational music at all. And it's like that's part of it. Like also helps you like keep moving on and driving. And I try to drop gems here and there. As I'm getting like better writing bars, but that's gonna take time.
I agree.
Ultimately, like that's what I'm trying to like move towards too.
And majority of music, look, I'm not like we all know you're not the next Eminem, right? We already know that, but like already, I listen to a majority of the guys who are actually blowing right now. Like people take them seriously. Next up and coming rappers, majority of them are trash. A lot of them these days, all they talk about is codeine, committing suicide, gangbanging shit. Like it's all garbage. So yeah, man, I think talking real sense to the youth is definitely a fresh of breath air, which it doesn't really exist in so much in the music industry. And
that's because that's what they're trying to push, bro.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
With them doing that, guess what? Like the black market side of things is gonna rise up.
Yeah.
And they don't want like a lot of people to do good. They want to keep people at a certain level so that they could take advantage of them.
Yeah.
And they can make more money, whether that's fast food, you know, or if it's like big pharma.
Yeah.
That's ultimately what they want to do, you know. Yeah. That's why all that is getting pushed out.
And that's why you can also help the Hispanic culture as well. Like, because like, I think the Hispanic culture probably gets a lot of, not pushback, but like, for example, I would say the Hispanic culture is not too healthy, right? Because of the food, the alcohol, the gangbanging even, like we spoke about, like you said, your uncle. So I think to push people away from that, same with black culture. Like a lot of black culture is about gangbanging, sipping lean,
drugs.
Do you know what I'm saying? Drugs, fucking hoes. Yeah. So I think more that we come away from that and try to push the youth towards the right path, I think, you know, things are going to start looking better. And then society as a whole is going to look better in the future. Because really the youth is the ones who's going to be the future.
Be pushing it.
Yeah. And it's good to see, I think, I feel like how old are you now, Ethan?
I'm 26.
26. So I'd say like the 21-year-olds, the 18-year-olds, the 23-year-olds of this day and age, like they're a lot more conservative than what... I don't know about your generation, but my generation, for example, was very liberal, very against masculinity, you know, her body, her choice, all that kind of garbage.
It's still kind of like that, bro, with like a lot of females.
Yeah,
you know?
But that's the younger people are starting to wake up, I think.
Yeah, slowly because of Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate. Those are some of the influencers that are causing them to wake up too.
But I think it started off with Andrew Tate and Tristan, but now I think there's so many different ones, whether you're looking at Christian influencers or you're looking at Muslim influencers or you're looking at red pill guys in general. Like there's a lot of guys you can listen to who are going to tell you the truth and, you know, even shaming women. Like nowadays we shame women a lot more for being whores. Like I see it even on Facebook, on Instagram, for example. Women are shamed when they're older, single, ran through, and that's how it should be, right? The same way we shame men for being bums. If someone in his 30s is a bum and doesn't have nothing to his name, we shame that man, right? Or if he's out of shape, we say, yeah, you're fat, bro.
You know, but the sad thing is, it's not like the women's fault most of the time. It's what they're watching. It's what influences them, and then their friends that are already like whores and stuff like that too.
Yeah, but whose choice is it? It is their fault.
It's their choice.
And I mean,
but women are easily influenceable compared to men a lot more.
I say women are like children, bro. I really put women on the same level as... No, I'm being serious.
I see where you're coming from.
I don't think women should vote. I think women should be stuck to more traditional roles in the kitchen. And I'll tell you why, right? Because the more that we've given women more freedom and, you know, more liberal, right? Now women have more power and more influence to go do anything in life, right? They haven't really become better people. They really haven't. Women are not inventing the new best thing. Majority of women who are making a lot of finances right now, they make finances through sexualizing themselves. Whether we're talking about Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, or we're even talking about all these whores who, like, you know, make money off OnlyFans, right? So I would say it is the woman's fault because, yes, it's down to a lot of weak men, yeah? A lot of weak men watch porn, a lot of weak men sign up to OnlyFans, a lot of weak men are not what women want and not good leaders in life. But women need to take accountability as well. And that's the problem this day and age. We don't give women no accountability. We give them the freedom to do what they want to do, you know?
And even then, they don't take accountability for themselves, bro. They always blame, like, the other person.
Always.
Dude, and it's just like...
Women, even conservative ones that I've found, they always never take accountability. And that's why, you know, a lot of even like the viewers who are probably watching right now, they're going to be like, bro, what the fuck, this is crazy. But bro, I think it's a bad idea for any man at any age, as long as he's not like 60, 70, 50, yeah, even 50 maybe, to date women from between 18 to 21. Women after they're 21, bro, in the Western civilization, they're fucking cooked. They're either fucking whores, they've either got promiscuous Instagrams, or they're making money sexualizing themselves, or they're being a
girl. That's the generation right now, the 18 to 21. That's like the majority of it.
I think a lot of them are going back to 18 to 21-year-olds because we shame women. Yeah, because now you have a podcast like Fresh and Fit or whatever podcast. You have a lot of red pill guys, like, you know, talking about 304's and like women who are promiscuous have no value. And this is the way we need to go back, because the last 5-10 years, we've been saying to women, yeah, you go do whatever you want, you chase your career. In the end,
gone bad.
There's also going to be a great man waiting for you to marry. But we all know that's not the fucking truth. Great men don't want to marry whores. They don't want to marry girls who are promiscuous, etc. So,
and then the women that do end up finding a guy in their 30s, they've already been ran through. Bro, that guy is miserable. And the girl treats them like shit.
Yeah.
That's what like a lot of these guys don't see.
And she's going to be miserable because he's more than likely a loser, if you want me to be honest with you.
Exactly. And then it's a sexless fucking marriage. Mm-hmm. That's what a lot of these guys don't see and understand.
Sexless. It's like, you're not going to get no dinner brought to you, no massages. She's going to answer back to you. She's going on holiday with her girls and telling you, switch cameras as well, please, Trev. She's going to be telling you, you know, like, I'll do what I want. my body, I decide to do what I want to do. And it's like, all right, cool. So you want a man to lead you. You want a man to provide for you. You want a man to be your security. Yeah. You want a leader, but you don't want to listen. That's wild for me. You want a leader, but you don't want to follow. Crazy. So yeah,
they want to be the masculine one,
yeah.
bro.
No. What is, they are masculine, they're not traditional, and then they want a hyper masculine man who's going to be able to tell them to shut the fuck up. And it's like, no,
they don't do it.
Hyper masculine men do not want to deal with women like that. We would want to deal with women who bring no drama. Do you know
No
what I'm saying?
headaches, bro.